All right, let's talk today about the frustration aggression hypothesis. Now, this is a really good theory to help us understand how anger is generated. And the hypothesis actually helps us understand not only how anger is generated, but also high anxiety levels, aggression, and even violence. So we look at these four things and we ask, okay, where is that coming from? How does this happen? Well, you look in that first circle there, you see that the person is blocked from obtaining an expected goal. That is the very definition of frustration. And so, what we're going to attribute to this hypothesis is the concept that the building blocks of anger, high anxiety, aggression, and even violence is actually frustration. So it behooves us to want to manage these frustrations as they happen, to be mindful, to keep these frustration levels low. If they are truly the building blocks of anger, anxiety, aggression, and violence, certainly we want to keep frustration levels low. How do we do that? Well, one of the ways we're going to be able to do that is through learning history. We want to have a better response each time to a frustrating circumstance so that it does not get the best of us. I have actually had clients tell me that they get very frustrated when they're driving. So before they even leave their house in the morning, they remind themselves that they're going to encounter bad drivers on the road. By doing this, when it happens, it doesn't bother them so much. It doesn't catch them off guard. So they've used their learning history in a way so that they're not triggered as easily out on the road with bad drivers. Another way that it can be done is through interpreting events properly. Now, when someone is stressed, when somebody has high frustration levels, they get into situations at work, social situations, situations with family, and they misinterpret the event. They misinterpret what's being said. They misinterpret the way the person looked at them, and they react harshly. Now, when a person is experiencing low stress levels and they're able to interpret an event properly, then they're probably not going to be triggered. They're not going to act harshly because they're able to understand the event properly. So another way that we can keep frustration levels low is to be aware that on some days there's going to be a lot of frustration eliciting stimuli in our lives that we didn't ask for, that it really is something that's beyond our control. I think the average way to describe this is that you're just having a bad day and there's a lot of things happening. Now, when this occurs, we're not going to be able to completely diffuse all the frustration levels, and so what we need to do is be mindful that at the end of the day there's going to be some residual effect, and we don't want to displace that onto our children or our spouse, significant other, roommate, or even on ourselves by participating in a lot of substance abuse or negative behaviors to try to diffuse the frustration levels. Now, lastly, the fourth bullet point down at the bottom there basically says that frustration levels will depend on how a person responds to individual frustrations. Well, that's true. And the 3 bullet points above it are ways that we can do that. So if you want to keep anger, high anxiety, aggressive behavior, and even violence at bay, it's important that on a daily basis that you are aware of the individual frustrations that are happening, that you certainly have a way of diffusing them, and that they are not getting the best of you and causing you to get angry, anxious, aggressive, or even violent. So the hypothesis is helping us to understand that it's really important to be mindful of our daily frustrations. Now, if you or somebody you know is searching for solutions for life's challenges, please give me a call. My name is Bill Taylor. I am the Director of Lighthouse Counseling Solutions in Longmont, Colorado. I can offer sessions in person, by phone, or Skype. Please call me 303-809-8729. Thank you for listening.